everyone, welcome to our lower back release sequence. Today we're at a very peaceful, calm lake, which hopefully inspires us for our practice as well, to feel rested and calm afterwards, in body and mind. For today's practice, I recommend having 2 blocks or something that resembles a block that you can use, maybe 2 pillows, something that can help you modify poses when needed. Today we start in a child's pose. You bring your knees together for this one. Reach your hips back to your heels and the arms out to the sides. If it's more comfortable with a block under your forehead, you're welcome to take a block there. Take a nice deep breath into the body and a big sigh out. And then just find a nice natural flow of breath in and out through the nose. Just arriving on the mat, bringing awareness to your lower back, trying to relax that part that for most of us, or for many of us, is a place where we tend to create a lot of tension. With every exhale, imagine that part of your body relaxing a little bit more. Take 2 more breaths. And then from here, start to reach your arms forward towards the front of the mat and walk your hands over to the right side. You can lift your head and then place your left hand on top of your right hand. Relax your head and reach your left hip towards the left heel. So you get a nice deep opening through the side body and your lower back. Two more. And then inhale, walk over to the other side. Place your right hand on top of the left and relax your head. Keep reaching your right hip towards your right heel. Breathe space into the right side of the body. One more breath. And then inhale, come back to center and come onto all fours. Place your hands underneath your shoulders and the knees underneath your hips. Inhale, you arch your spine into a cow. Exhale, round into a spine, tuck the chin in. Inhale, arch into cow. Exhale, round into cat. Take a few more as your cat and cow flow in your own time with your own breath. And you can add the side body to it as well. So you can open and round the spine just to bring movement, fluidity into every part of the spine, maybe even into the shoulders. Take 2 more rounds. And then from here, inhale, arch the spine again, open the heart. Exhale, tuck the toes under and press back and up into downward facing dog. Inhale, lower the knees, arch the spine, open the heart. Exhale, press back into downward dog. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Now stay in your downward dog. Walk out the dog here from side to side. And then bend your knees into your down dog and reach the hips up high. Reach the hips back as if you were going into a child's pose, but a floating child's pose. The knees are bent from the upper arms in towards each other. Reach the hips back for 2 more breaths. and then extend the legs. And now start to tiptoe the feet up to the front of the mat, all the way forward. Bring the feet hip width apart. Grab the opposite elbows to start with, especially if you have a very sensitive lower back. Try to keep the knees bent so that your belly can rest on your thighs, and then you have a bit more length in your lower back instead of straightening it. Then it's a bit more pressure and it's easier to strain your lower back. Bend it and then move the upper body from side to side. You can always pause me here and stay here as long as you need to. Interlace the fingers behind the back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, reach the hands away. Release the neck, the jaw, micro bend the elbows. Breathe. And then slowly release your hands down and find your way into a squat malasana. Reach your hips back down, bring the hands together at the heart, roll the shoulders back. Try to make sure the lower part of your back is nice and long. Press the chest towards your thumbs. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. 2 more. And from here, press into the feet and inhale, reach up all the way, straighten the legs, look up towards your hands. Exhale, bring the hands together at your heart. Now heel toe the feet together. And then from here, inhale, open your left leg wide for Prasarita Padottanasana. Turn the big toes in. Inhale, reach the arms out to the side. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, fold. Place your hands down. Inhale, lift the chest again. And exhale, fold. Here, bend the knees again as much as you need to. Bring your weight into the toes. Relax your head, relax your neck. Take 2 more breaths. And then inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, slowly lift up. And on the exhale, step back to the front of the mat. Bring your hands together at the heart. From here, inhale, sit back into a chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, come to plank pose. Exhale, lower down onto knees. And then all the way down onto your belly. So we're coming into a sphinx pose here. You bring your elbows, your forearms down so that the elbows are in line with your shoulders. Flatten your hands and then roll the shoulders back. So this will bring some compression into the lower back, but it will help the blood flow here. But if at any time, if it pinches or it doesn't feel good at all, then come down back onto your head and rest there. If this is not enough for you, then you can also extend the arms. But maybe to start with, if you haven't done this before, stay on your forearms and breathe here for 5. Keep rolling the shoulders back, keep the neck nice and long. You can keep a slight engagement in the core to protect your lower back. One more, full breath in, full breath out. Slowly lower down onto your belly, shake the hips out from side to side. And then bring the hands in line with your chest. Press back into a child's pose, this time with your knees as wide as the mat, and reach your hips back. Let the chest meld between the thighs, and then rest your forehead on the floor. Keep reaching your hips back to your heels and breathe. Now inhale, come back up into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. And slowly lower down into the knees to find your way into seated. So we're coming into a seated straddle now. You bring your legs wide. You can sit up on a block if you like and place it underneath your sitting bones. So it just allows you to elevate your sitting bones a little bit. And you can keep your feet either flexed or pointed. But flexed is quite nice so you can keep your thighs engaged, the muscle over the kneecap. Then from here, walk your fingers forward. Inhale, lift the chest and try to keep that length in the spine and the lower back especially. And then exhale, fold. And don't worry if you can't lower your forearms. Just whatever you can with the lower back long. You can also place a block here underneath your head. And breathe. Take 3 more deep breaths here. And then slowly start to lift yourself up. Move the block out to the side. Place your hands underneath your knees and then bring the knees together. Give yourself a big hug. Extend the legs out in front of you. And then you bring your right knee into the chest. Just squeeze it in for a moment. Inhale here. And then exhale, place that right foot to the outside of your left leg. Then from here you can either keep the bottom leg straight, the left leg, or you can bend it in, depending on how it feels for your left knee. Now place the right hand behind you. Inhale, reach your left arm up. And exhale, hook your left elbow to the outer right leg. Inhale, lift the chest, ground the sitting bones. And then exhale, gently twist, gaze over the right shoulder.
Keep your eyes open if you can. I know it's hard.
Take 3 more deep breaths. Inhale, now take a twist, a counter twist to the other side. Lean over. And then inhale, come to center, extend the legs, shake out the legs here. Now inhale, bring your left knee into the chest, step that left foot over the right leg, either keep the right leg straight or bent. And then place your left hand behind you. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. And exhale, hook your right elbow to the outer left leg. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, twist, roll the left shoulder down and back. Twist from the spine, the waist, the chest. You can always tuck the chin in slightly to the chest. Two more breaths. Inhale, take a counter twist over to the right side, lean over. And then slowly come up. Now from here, we find our way onto our back. So bring the knees into the chest, place the feet down to the earth, reach the arms out to the side, and then really slowly lower yourself down. Try to keep the feet glued to the earth and count every vertebra while you roll down. From here, bring the knees into the chest, cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh. So it's a figure of 4. Then bring the right arm through the legs, the left arm on the side, interlace your fingers in front of your left shin or behind the left hamstring. Try to draw the sacrum down to the earth. And your right elbow draws into the right inner thigh to open that right knee out a little bit more. So you should feel it around your right glutes. And try to keep the lower back nice and flat for 4 more breaths. Now slowly change sides. Cross your left shin in front of the right. Interlace your fingers either in front of your shin or your hamstrings and draw the sacrum, the lower back, down to the earth. The left elbow draws into the left inner thigh. Try to remember and flex the feet here. Take 2 more breaths. And then slowly release. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Bring the forehead towards the shins. And then slowly release. Now take both knees. Place the feet further down. Drop the hips over to the left side and then bring the knees over to the right. Place your right hand on top of the knees. Reach the left arm out to the side for a spinal twist, a supine twist. And breathe here. You can close the eyes. Rest your left shoulder down. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale, slowly come to center. Place the feet down for a moment. Move your hips over to the right. And then let your knees drop to the left. Reach the right arm to the side. Ground your right shoulder. And breathe here. For 3 more breaths. Inhale, come back to center, and we come to our last pose before Shavasana, our happy baby. So you can either just draw the knees towards your armpits here and keep the lower back down, or you grab the outside edges of your feet or your shins. Press the feet into the hands, hands into the feet, and draw the lower back down. Maybe move a little bit from side to side. And breathe. Two more breaths. And then from here, draw the knees together slowly. Start to extend the legs to prepare for your final pose, your Shavasana. If you still want to protect the lower back a little bit more and it still feels quite sore, you can place a bolster or a few cushions underneath your knees, and that will help your lower back to just feel a little bit calmer. Otherwise, let the palms face up to the ceiling or the sky, let the ankles fall to the sides. Take 1 more full breath in and a big sigh out. And allow your whole body to rest here, from the tips of the toes up to the crown of the head. Take in all that nourishment from your practice. Again, connect to your lower back. How is it feeling now? Compared to when you started. And then just let go. Rest, be still. As long as you need to. You can pause me here and rest. Now start moving the toes, the fingers, the ankles, the wrists. Rock your head from side to side. Reach the arms over the head, point the toes. Give your body a full stretch. And then bring the knees in towards you, give yourself a big hug. Roll over to the side for a moment into a fetal pose. And slowly press yourself up into a comfortable seated pose with your eyes closed. Notice the effects of your practice. There's something you can take with you into the day, into the evening, whatever time of the day it is. And then bring your hands together at your heart. With a quieter mind, an open heart, and deep gratitude. Namaste.